The HVAC systems were modeled to represent systems that would typically be installed. The systems were different for the different building types and sized for the locations. Each system included an economizer, or not, based on the ASHRAE 90.1 criteria. The office building system used water source heat pumps with a cooling tower and a boiler serving the common loop. Each zone had its own water source heat pump rejecting or extracting heat from the common loop. Each heat pump in each zone received outdoor air, and the heat pump blower was on at all times when the zone was occupied. When the building required an economizer, the outdoor air controls were applied to the heat pump's airflow. Using this approach, the heat pumps had a different percentage of outdoor air at the same time, depending on the loads. Of the 5 cities, St. Louis, Bismarck, and Phoenix included economizers, but Minneapolis and Miami did not. Return airflow equaled 95% of supply airflow. The retail building system was a packaged rooftop unit, including a DX cooling coil and a gas furnace with a separate system for each zone. Each unit provided the required outdoor air, so the blower was on at all times when the zone was occupied. When the building required an economizer, the outdoor air controls were applied to the unit's airflow. Different units could then have different percentage of outdoor air at the same time depending on the loads. For St. Louis, Bismarck, and Phoenix included economizers, and Minneapolis and Miami did not. Return airflow equaled 95% of supply airflow. The residential systems were modeled using manufacturer's data for a residential DX coil with gas furnace, with a separate system for each zone. The system provided no outdoor air, therefore no economizer system was modeled. For the gas furnace, a simple unit efficiency was used to calculate the required gas input and the heat output for each time step that required heating, approximately 80% for all units. For cooling, the manufacturer's data had corrections for the coil performance and energy consumption based on air conditions at the condenser and evaporator coils. These were single-speed units that operated on an on-off basis rather than a reduced speed basis. The simulation used 5-minute time steps, so the minimum time that a unit was on was 5 minutes. These units range from 12.0 to 13.25 SEER at ARI 210 rating conditions. Also, exhaust ventilation was modeled for each unit with the values and schedules you see here for bathroom exhaust, kitchen exhaust, and dryer exhaust.